What is going on, everyone? James here, Wolf Camp Reviews. Welcome back to the channel. Back down at the lake today. I actually have a little review for you. This is the Trailblazer pop-up fire pit. Yes, you heard that correctly. This is a fire pit. This thing is super small. I mean, you can kind of see my hand to this thing. It's just super tiny. This is their Trailblazer size. It's a smaller size that I got for quadding and doing kind of like little fishing trips and stuff like that, where I don't need a bigger fire pit. I've never used this one before. This is the first time I'm going to actually be opening this thing up. I got their bigger version of this. I think it's 24 inches by 24 inches, and that thing is awesome. I've used it several times down by the river, down by the Delaware River. We just go down, drop it down, and pop up a fire, and keeps it nice and hot, and I'm going to show you why. Alright, so looking at the fire pit here, comes with this nice bag here, carry bag, which the strap can be adjusted so you can throw it over your shoulder or carry it in. Again, this is super small. This is their Trailblazer size. It's actually pretty light too, not very heavy, so you can throw it on a backpack if you needed to. But opening up the bag, this is what you got. Actually, I did open this up and I took all the wrapping off just so that way I didn't have to do that on camera. But I've never opened this up and set it up or anything like that yet, so this is going to be a first. So their Trailblazer kit actually comes with everything you see here in the bag. You can add an extra fire screen on for $10. Now these fire screens you could actually add on. I think it was like $10 for one. But they have a really nice warranty on these things. I forget how many fires it is. I think it's like 50 fires or a year. But I know somebody who actually recommended this to me, which is why I got it. He actually used it and ruined his one screen by putting those color flames on in his fire pit here, and I guess they have an accelerant in them. You're not supposed to use any accelerant with this, so no lighter fluid, no gas, no nothing like that. I'm guessing it burns too hot, or it burns something burns too much to where it messes up the mesh screen here. This is a stainless steel screen, so it's not going to rust out on you or anything like that. But I got an extra one just to have. If I ruin one, I could say, hey, this broke, they'll give me another one, and in the meantime, I could use this one as a backup, and that way I could just, for $10, it's not bad. Also on their Trailblazer side, on their Trailblazer size fire pit here, you actually get a cooking surface. So this thing's really nice for backpackers or hikers. You can set it up, and I'll show you that all set up once we unbox everything here. This is going to be a fire protectant mat here. It's like a heat shield, pretty much. It's going to go at the base of the fire to protect the ground, so you could actually have a fire in your truck bed if you wanted to without ruining your truck bed, because this would just bounce the heat back up. And that's it in the bag. This is the fire pit. This is how it comes. Your mesh screen, as you can see, all velcroed up here. They give you some nice straps so you could pack it back up and put it away really nice and easy. That's their logo there if you guys wanted to check them out. They have some pretty cool products. So this is going to be the fire screen. This is going to be the base of your fire. Again, this is a smaller size, the Trailblazer size. They have one that's pretty much double the size of this. I think this is 12 by 12. Could be wrong on that, don't hold me to it, but I'm pretty sure it is. And I think the bigger size is going to be 24 by 24. So you get your mesh, you get your side plates. There's 4 of these in total. And then you get your fire pit stand. And this thing, again, it's super light, not heavy at all, so you don't have to worry about, carrying too much weight with you. It's really nice and convenient to have this because you can cook over it too, and it keeps the fire nice and hot. So even if you have those coals down, you burn down the coals, so where you want to cook, it is going to be a nice hot fire for you, or a nice hot coal bed for you, so that way you can use it to cook and do whatever you want with. But you have the stand here. You're going to open it up, and there's your base. Again, this is their smaller size. They do have a bigger size, but this is just a really nice thing for personal use, or if you want to throw it on your quad, or in your fishing bag or something like that. Go down, have a little fire. It's perfect. Alright, so setting up the fire pit here, you got your base stand here. What you're going to do is you're going to get your 4 plates. You're going to put your plates on. Now you could do this however you want to do it. They recommend doing it opposite sides first, so that way once you're done, and I'll show you, you can just kind of pick it all up in one go. So once you get your final plate on here, so once you're done, once the mesh is in here and everything, if you wanted to, you could just kind of pick the whole thing up and pop it off instead of picking up the sides here. You can just kind of pick it up as one whole thing. Now for your first time, this mesh is going to be a little tight. It will wear in a little bit as you use it, so they recommend just leaving it at the top on the corners until you get all 4 of them in, and then push it down. And there you go, that's it. I mean, you got your fire area here. I wouldn't recommend leaning wood on these because they are aluminum. Once you have a fire in here, obviously this will hold this down. But these are aluminum, so they're not like sturdy enough for you to sit here and pile wood on it. I mean, you can if you really wanted to, but you have to worry about it bending. I've heard a couple reviews about that. But if you wanted to, you could throw, you know, sticks and stuff underneath here to help warm them off. Again, I told you guys, I just first time opening this up, so. Alright, so once you get your heat reflector here, there's 2 sides of it. You got the real shiny side and you got the not so shiny side, which has your Velcro straps. This is the side you want to put down. You do not want to have this up. You will melt your straps and ruin it, and you won't be able to use it again. So what you want to do is actually put it underneath. You could lay it on the ground if you wanted to. I've seen people do that, or you can just pretty much string it up with the Velcro here. Put it as high as low as you want, but you're pretty much just going to set it up just so that way it protects the ground. Again, you could throw this on your deck, you know, kind of put it wherever you want to have a fire, and you'll be good to go. And then you'll be solid with this. Take your fire anywhere. And again, with the Trailblazer, you get your cooking kit. You can get a cooking kit for the bigger one. I will be doing a video on that. I do not have it. I do plan on getting it at some point. But I figured while I open this up, I may as well show it to you guys as well. So you get this tri-fold, and it just pops right in on the top here. You have your fire, you have your, throw some burgers or a steak or anything on here. Should be hot, strong enough to hold a pot. Alright, so I did just double check on the instructions here. It does recommend throwing it about 3 inches from the top, just so that way, I guess you don't melt your straps. And if you look at it from the top, you can see your straps are more covered this way. The reflective heat shield does sit up a little bit nicer. So that's pretty much going to be it for this one, guys. Again, this is going to be the Fireside Outdoor Trailblazer. This is a smaller 12-inch version. Can't get the bigger one, which I do have, and we'll show you in full use. But this is really nice for something small if you're going out on your quad or fishing trip, or if you're just going hiking for the day and you don't want to be bringing a whole cook set or this, that, and the other. You want to just bring one thing. This is perfect. You get your nice cooking grate, and you'll be good to go. That's going to wrap this one up, guys. That's going to be the Fireside Outdoor. Again, Trailblazer, the smaller version. If you guys are interested in this, I will put a link down in the description. They didn't send this to me. I bought this with my own money, so I'm not going to receive anything from it. But just so you guys can navigate to it a little bit easier, I will throw it down there for you. And stay tuned for the bigger size video on this one, or the bigger fire pit on this one. It's actually really nice. Used it last weekend with my wife down by the river, so it was very nice and convenient because it was a little chilly. So see you next time.